Now a teenager around the place, them say, all of them in, if we do what them say, them touch the road and couple place get bummed down. Homeless, couple people get bummed down.
Boy.
You can't do nothing because them say the dance on Red Palm Babylon, you know. Too much guns around, too much gangs in town. Yeah, man.
Yo.
And them song that one cut to, you know, them song in the right, you know. Them song that others really, man.
You've done it again, man. You give me shivers, you know, bro. You do this all the time when you sing these songs like this because, yo, bro, it's not a joke, man. I don't come on here to try and pretend to be something that I'm not or let people know that this is the direction is put the guns down, put the knives down and put your fists up. If you want to fight someone, use your fists. Simple. Job done. But I'd rather we just don't fight at all. I'd rather we talk it out like man. That's the way.
Verse, man. I sing the third verse, man. Life is what you make it. Life, live real, don't fake it. Life is only one chance. Increase your knowledge, best you advance. Don't join in them devil dance, cause wicked man don't stand a chance. Too much guns around, too much knives in town, too much innocent slain. Mother Earth feel pain, you know?
Yo.
You have to know that, you see me?
Bro, it's not a joke,
so
man.
I can't fight for myself, you know? So I say people don't fight for me and defend me. Spread the word, search the music there. The music that's too much guns in town. And my first album, Prince of Fire. Go buy it, it's on every platform, shared on YouTube. Because we've been singing all these things we see, we've been singing about it, we've been singing about it long time. The virus, earthquakes, we sing about it, something like that.
So as we go back to the life of Ras Murdoch, I was going to call you Ras Messiah then. Rifle Messiah and Rifle God and all of them things.
No matter, no, Rifle Messiah, still the Messiah.
So,
God's ever rode the wicked, them with a rod of iron. So that's
before,
my sister the demon, them arise. After be the Rifle Messiah. See me?
Fire, but yo, people, you're going to discover something today. We have 2 tracks with an artist, with a man called Gregory Isaacs. Yo, I need to know, the whole world needs to know how that link up happened.
You know, it was natural because Mr. Youth grew up on Reddy's Road. And Gregory Isaac's son, Kevin Isaac, a friend. Now my brother was dead named Barbados, he sold us in peace. So Gregory, 2 days ago, we just walk in, go link the general. And like if we have any more money or cut or just, he make us sing for one like ready to see if we're ready. And he was like, get ready and come back. So Gregory was more like a father to me. So now, being the production now, that's Anita brother has a studio on the hill. So he wants to get Gregory on a track. And we make the link and Gregory collect him money and him sing about 4 tracks and I say, yeah, but the way he sing, Gregory sing is one cut. Gregory Gregory don't think, Gregory don't rehearse, Gregory want the rhythm run out, one cut.
But this is what I'm saying.
It was the most difficult combination for me to do after Gregory come out of the studio. I was singing about a personal girl. So me have to use my cranium as a little youth. I'm first color. So I have to go deep with it. You know, and that's what happened. It's a miracle, you know?
Yes, Fire.
Mr. Gregory Boy is one step away. Just one step away. And you feel just along with me. Crazy over that lady. Too cool man, she want a man to have her own. Such is life, yes, reality.
But you are my favorite dream come true.
And that you said?
Okay, true. Cause I'm one step away from your love.
One step away, one step away.
One step away from your love.
The next step is just one step away.
One step away from your love.
One step away, one step away.
Oh yes I do.
You want to go to that song? I made it happen first, but you have better mindless like you want me reverse. They even tell her she was the night nurse. Fill up her head nearly like a pencil burst. Now you wonder if she knows her mind. She only trick for you when it is vintage time. She want to go back up, she want a young and divine. besides that I just seize my time. I just one step away. This I don't have me of the earth. Regret.
One step away from your love, girl.
One step away, one step away.
One step away from your love.
Next step away, one step away.
Yes, it's true.
Express yourself.
Yes, people, the fans them just calling and say, yo, daddy, the show it up. Ras Murdoch is a wicked and bad artist. The people them call me and say, yo, how him get with Gregory Gunn again?
Mr. Gregory Boy's going one step away.
Hey,
Just one step away.
how ya feel?
And you feel just
Tell me how ya feel.
Crazy over that lady.
So crazy over you.
Oh,
One shot.
rock and skank time.
Such is life, is reality.
But you are my favorite dream come true.
And that just can't happen.
One more time.
Crazy over that lady.
So crazy over you.
Hey, 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 hey.
There's no thing that makes you.
Such is life, is reality.
But you are my favorite dream come true.
And that just said,
Oh, it's true. Cause I'm one step away from your love.
one step away, one step away.
Let in Ras Murdoch
From your love, girl.
alongside Gregory. Get you heard that.
One step away from your love.
One step away, one step away.
Oh, yes, I do.
You want the word of someone?
Oh,
I made it happen first, but we have the time is like you want me reverse. They even tell her she was the night nurse. Fill up her but we have the time.
Can we say again?
They even tell her she was the night nurse. Fill up her head near the cock and sell verse. Now you wonder if she stores her mind. She only drink for you when it is vintage time. She want her gold, I don't she want her young and divine. It's to the besides that I just seize my time. I just one step away. This I don't have me of the earth. Regret.
one step away from your love, girl.
One step away, one step away.
People, the artist has so many songs.
Next step away.
And Daddy UK has every one of them.
Yes, it's true.
But as we take it back, you are accredited with more than 30 singles at this time. This was when you were on Green Sleeves and working with Bobby Digital, King Jammies, King of Kings, Mixing Magic, Finger Stewart, Gemtar, all of the people. So then, this hit song Blazer, because you made a song called Blazer, didn't you? But before we do that, yeah, when I was growing up as a kid, I remember Robson and Jerome, they sang a song called Unchained Melody. And they were sat on a roof, and I was about 7 or 8, if I'm correct. The way that you have sang this song, bro, whoa! It gone to the sky, past the clouds, past the moon. Yo, bro, the way you have sang this song is different. People, Credo on ya.
Rasmada, this is for my love. It's like chicken the golden days. Right back here.
For all the big people them, we have to make sure the elders happy, the youths them happy, the sisters, the brothers, the aunties, the nieces and cousins, everybody have to stay happy. Yo, that's just one of them. You know when you don't have many good childhood memories, but that's just one. That reminds me of a good memory, man. That song there. But I love the way you sing it, because it's just a different style to the way that they sang it. So people, right now, we have the artist Ras Murdoch, and he is a good friend of mine, a very good friend of mine. We've been friends for years. We clicked from the first time we linked up. So now we make this track called Blazer, and you go from being Ras Murdoch that people know to Ras Murdoch that everybody knows. The track Blazer comes out, and yo, it's like people open their ears, their eyes, like, yo, how old are you there? Yo. So we have to get the freestyle for Blazer. But before we do that though, you know the way the show goes. Let's step into the feet of Ras Murdoch, and we're gonna go to studio right now to make Blazer. So let the people know what it was like, you know, when you walk into the studio, what thoughts are in your head. When you get to the studio and you see the booth, and you're thinking, oh Lord God, or you think, yes, me I got to turn up the thing, man, but me a bit fright. See, how was it so people can understand the emotions of how you felt first time you went to studio to make that track Blazer? Because it's bad, you know, bro.
It wasn't easy. I was around Capleton. You know, I'm David House, yeah? Me, Munga, and Capleton. David House is more than me and Munga and Capleton, but at that time it was just me and Capleton, and Munga was on the front line, yeah? So, because me I talk about KFC and lobster, somebody bubble them and say, oh, you can't sing on KFC and lobster. I know the king of a bunny out. King of a bunny out. Me I say, I'm going to sit down over there, so I'm saying, think of the king and sing, and me I sing. Now I'm telling you, I'm going to sit down. I know king never bun me out, nothing. It's creativity, and I'm never scared. If I'm going to do something and you're going to fight against it, that's the one I'm going to do. The one that everybody like, I'm not going to do that. Because it's going to be
Of course.
Even the engineer, Adrian, he have on him laps at that time, he have on the laps now. He must say, nah, record, no song, I say KC. And he turn him back, and he said, the only thing me I pay you for record, me, you know, boy. The only thing me want you to do, just make sure, say, it's a record good, that's all. So I'm me there to record the song myself and record myself. And it's when Adrian and mix the song, I say, right, yo, me like it, you know? Yo, you know? So, nothing, me don't get nothing easy, you know?
I feel
Me don't get nothing easy.
like in life.
That's where the struggle. The same song, you know, when you bubble them and burn out, you know, and the same song feed them, you know. When they become number one, 40 grand for a murder, no plate, and the whole of them, I never tell them no yet. So, when me and Sizzla did the first US show, and used to Sizzla tell the whole Judgment Yard, say, you know, to use the creativity. The murder just come off a tour. And anyway, the man chop Blazer in the US, the whole place tear down. You know what that come back out here? 3-piece Blazer. Not only the Blazer jacket, you know, but the vest inside.
Mad.
And so me revolutionize the dressing of Rastafari. Because I bring my own thing to Rastafari. It's when we forward to Rastafari, you wear some long khaki, sleeve button thing and some militant thing. But me, you know, me flavor, I have a lot of perfume. I have all of them. You see me have this Versace, me like nice things. You know, we are kings from Africa. We like nice things. We like to represent, you know. Not saying that the militant way is not the way of Rastafari, just of course. But we want to be nice and noble too. We are noble. We are the first kings. We are the first people who dress in a certain way. We are the first people with civilization. So I was bringing certain things to the table where if me did listen to them, Blazer want to come out, and then them start wear Blazer now. Check from me say Blazer. You see Jamaica them are performing a Blazer, Charles Riley, them, every Rasta will come after me, start performing a Blazer and dress nicely and represent themselves on the international platform that we get it.
I think the issue is, or not the issue, the way that people look at things, yeah, they say that Rastafari is the one, the only way to follow. There's no other anything else. But I look at it, that Rastafari did what he did. He brought unity. He made it so me and you can speak to each other. Skin color. Look at the war that we are in at the moment. We got a war going on called racism, and we're walking around and we're wearing face masks. But really, we should say, wear a mask saying I'm not a racist, because that is the big problem that we got going on at the moment. Because it's like they don't want black and white to unite again. In the 70s in England, when the Jamaicans came from Jamaica and they came to England, it was by about 75, 76, it took about 6 years for black and white to unite. That's why they got music called ska. Yeah? You know the ska music? If you look over in England, there was a lot of white boys like myself singing reggae music. Hence where you get UB40. Now, you've got groups that cover different songs, and if you've ever seen the logo, it's a man. I told you this before, remember, the logo's like square, and it's a black and white man. It's either black and white man, or white and black, it doesn't matter. But it's a man stood like that, and it's a pose, where it's basically saying, black and white should unite. Now, me and you, we've known about this since the 70s, the 80s. I weren't even born until late 90s really, early 90s, that's when I was born. But I've done my research, and I know that we can unite, bro. There is a way that we can actually fly the flag. I mean, look, bro, people think that they hear me do that patois voice. But it's not a joke, bro. I'm Irish, and I love Jamaica because Jamaica saved me, you know, bro. If it wasn't for Jamaica, I wouldn't be... I don't know. It's hard to explain. You know about my life, innit? It's never been a good trod. So growing up with a racist father that I had, when I managed to escape, bro, I was drawn to reggae music. Just drawn to it. So right now, we have to get back to the one called, yo, people, we built it up, and built it up, and built it up, and built it up, and built it up. One called Blazer!
Yes, every Saturday whole day on that. But from the day you know what it says. Rasta.
What we say again?
So, we say, Rasta keep this.
Yes, fire!
Yes, every Saturday whole day on that. But from the day you know what it says.
Why?
Rasta. You know we party season. Tonight me,
Check out my jacket, get it so blazer, baby.
One more time.
we say, Rasta keep
Yo,
the holy.
what we say again?
Every Saturday whole day on that. But from the day
What that me do?
says, Rasta.
Yes, me fast. You mad?
Party season. Tonight me,
Check out my jacket, it's a blazer, baby. Let me put your telephone number in my razor.
Hey!
Now you know I'm not a player, I'm for real, damn, I'm gonna call you. Don't be so cause I'm a rasta. Still bring the chips for Casey and the lobster.
Boy.
Putting on the fruits, the roots is strong in case in the bubble man call it.
What we say again?
tell you so we set them go down with this woman. Tell you so we bless them go down with the woman. Tell you so we look them.
Yes, fire!
So I just tell the girl to cut in short.
Him there, him said the artist, yo, him bad.
We love them go down with that.
Yo,
So,
people, me don't really usually do this, but my cousin,
but they hold
him have a question to ask the artist.
every Saturday
We're gonna bring in my cousin now,
but from the
and I'm gonna reason with the artist just for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna come back with the one called Trending. You ready?
Baby, let me put your telephone number in my razor. Real Rasta, you know I'm not a player, I'm for real, damn, I'm gonna call you. Don't be so cause I'm a rasta. Still bring the chips for Casey and the lobster. But you know the fruits, the roots is strong in case in the bubble man call it.
Rasta Superman. Tell you so we set them go down with this woman. Tell you so we bless them go down with the woman. Tell you so we love them good.
So I just tell the girl to cut insurance for me.
The woman. Tell you so we love them go down with that woman. Tell you so we bless them go down with the woman. Tell you so we set them good. So I just tell the girl to cut insurance for me.
Waka diamond, bring and chaka diamond. Give me a saka diamond, shall not be stop for diamond. Baby, you come up with the good and not a diamond. Pure natural producing a the baka diamond. Say she take long for pack, say she papa diamond. Should have Fiji vibrate on the papa diamond. Make it cruises to spice, me say the last year is the cheapest price. So your rasta, she want the life.
Woman. Tell you so we love them go down with the woman. Tell you so we set them go down with the woman. Tell you so we bless them good.
So I just tell the girl to cut insurance for me.
The woman. Tell you so we love them go down with the woman. Tell you so we bless them good when we are the woman. Tell you so we love them good.
So I just tell the girl to cut insurance for me. This girl that told me say her eyes, them a chip up on the map. Start to find the schools that tell me say she didn't feel like the shop. And I say she never show up and the max is coming up. As you talk about the jazza, now go listen to smarty chat. This say that right now I'm on this calling on the telephone. To reach me tell her say she is sitting and the control. She told me that her man is a owner of a license company.
Well, if you take me life, me a live a life where we are the woman. Tell you so we set them go down with the woman. Tell you so we get them good when we are the woman. Tell you so we love them good.
So I just tell the girl to cut insurance for me.
The woman. Tell you so we love them good and we got the woman. Tell you so we bless them good when we are the woman. Tell you so we set them good.
So I just tell the girl to cut insurance for me.
Tonight me.
Check out my jacket, it's a blazer. Baby, let me put your telephone number in my razor. Real Rasta, you know I'm not a player, I'm for real, damn, I'm gonna call you. Don't be sick cause I'm a rasta. Still bring the chips for Casey and the lobster. But you know the fruits, the roots is strong in case in the bubble man call it.
Rasta Superman. Tell you so we set them go down with this woman. Tell you so we bless them go down with the woman. Tell you so we love them good.
So I just tell the girl to cut insurance for me.
The woman. Tell you so we love them go down with that woman. Tell you so we bless them go down with the woman. Tell you so we set them good.
So I just tell the girl to cut insurance for me.
Maka diamond, bring and chaka diamond. Give me a saka diamond, shall we be saka diamond.
Let you come up with the
Good and not a diamond. Pure natural producing a the baka diamond.
so she get long for pack.
Is she papa diamond? Should have Fiji vibrate on the papa diamond.
Make it bruises to spice, me says the last year is the cheapest price.
So your rasta, she want the life. Woman.
What's our resolution? Get to youths, wise
People,
yeah man, open up your eyes.
a big sound.
Alongside judgments, lead out. I'm willing to all the get
Yes, Coach, yes, people. We're there, yo. It's a real family link up here. Because he just come on and do the thing because, yo, the people that come to the door to say, yo, Ras Murdoch, yo, they turn it bad. Them knock on the door, drive out in a car and say, yo, family playing the tune, man. Play the tune.
Yeah, man, open up your eyes. I'm Mr. Murdoch alongside judgments. Lead out.
For the big people, them. Daddy, you came back. Just in case you didn't realize I am back. Yes, fireball. Boy. Yes, Ras Murdoch. Yo, we had to hold a little piece of order there because, you know.
That jam, man. I know for I put.
Of course, fire. Yo, so we were up to the point where you've released 30 songs and you're at a point where you're getting into the industry and kicking into the industry. I say kick because you made a song called Samsung, Warrior and Afraid on the double kick rhythm, true?
Yep.
So can we get the little acapella preview of that so people can go out, find the song, buy it, download it, whatever, because we're back.
I said, Warrior no afraid of nobody. This Rasta then is a tragedy. Why come and pose it? This one fight. Must you want to deep high? Then after we not afraid of nobody. Rasta not taking no apology. Why come and pose it? This one fight. Must you want to deep high? Raise that elbows and this is another them. Now the bad already. Them have the bad again. Now that tell me say them tough. Well, them have it up again. Now that tell me say them hype. Them don't try it again. And war right for them. Tell them start right at them. Yep. I don't tell them true they know. This is that a warrior. Then Samsung now I will say Rasta drink roots. That's why I'm strong like Samsung baby let me put them.
But yo, me remember the one, yeah.
Yes, am I remember one song?
I remember, yo, for all the gal them, all the heartbreakers, all the galleys.
Strong like Samsung, baby let me put your telephone number in my Samsung.
Hey.
She said me blessed, and I remember one song, to have me captive and she don't need the run, so
Pop,
what?
Mad.
That was like a part 2 of Blazer, you know?
Yo,
Yeah, man.
these link ups, I love them all, you bro, you know. I like the fact that we have an audience that follows us. I like the fact we have a little bit of interaction. But the best thing for me is when you actually get an artist like yourself. You know, when there's a vibe, bro. If we were in the same place, the vibe would be even more. But you're in Jamaica, I'm in England. But the vibe is still there, bro. I feel like I should get dressed up and go out on a dance, but there's nowhere to go. So,
Yeah, man.
this is why I was talking to you earlier on.
Again, man.
Which,
Showtime again. Babylon will try to limit us, you know, because they don't really want we have the wealth. So they will limit us and say, we can make $10 for that and $5 for that. Because them, you know, they're scared. We have the money because we have the power now. What was hidden now is revealed to us. So they know we have the money and the wealth to facilitate our dreams and our goals. But Babylon, if you know, so whatever plan them come with, they have to work with people. And we're not against your plan. I'm not against nothing. Because the future is the future. We have to prepare ourselves to evolve, you know, as I'm an evolutionist. You know what I mean? So 5G will come, car will fly mid-air. Who are going to try the car? No, we see them here. But no matter what them create, and no matter them going to have to be human friendly. So we don't want the scientists then go run a race and try to force something before the time because we don't want to be dangerous to human. And mankind don't wait to the turn. So if a man holding a parliament or in a government are soon dead, if I'm not used to do it, maybe your grandpicking are going to do it or the person after you. So nobody force nothing for away. And we're ready for everything with science, but it has to be human friendly. You know what I say?
so then, the question that I ask you now then, is how have you managed to adapt, and not just adapt and manage to cope through the quarantine, because some people, they've not found this easy. There's people sat on their own right now, they could be listening to this show. This show could save their life, what you're about to say, or it's true, bro. We do not know who is listening, who's watching, who's going to watch the show afterwards, who's going to give you comments. Yes, Jay Harlow, big artist coming through the industry.
As me I say, no matter what Babylon create, and the people have to support, and the people that make everything matter what they create and sell, and we have to buy. But I want the leaders of the world to say, you once was a baby, and your mother did have to feed you and change your diaper. Now you can't feed yourself and change your diaper. Maintain the humbleness, because notice who run the world is older people. People who are wearing pampers.
Brother,
so we really have to pray to the Almighty God for going on them brain.
I have to stop you 1 second. We have 15 seconds left. What we're going to do is come off and come back. So everybody just come straight back to DJ.UK. Go on.
What's our resolution? Get the youths. Why? I said we'll give right now. Yeah man, walk up nice. I'm in some of that alongside George Lewis. Lead out. I've got to get myself together. I'm feeling to all of the chaos. Can't afford to let my back get no, I'm gonna sing that down. Oh no. When the better sense comes shining down, and my sisters are all outside. The world isn't dying.
Yes, people.
I'm crying, but we are living in the love of the Father. That's our dream. Living in the house of the Almighty. Yeah, living in the love of the way we want it to be. Living in the house of the Almighty. We're not creation, no mind from Christ. Definitely don't need it in this.
Why?
What's our resolution?
George Nooks, that's murder. No, people.
Yeah, man, walk up nice. I'm in some of that alongside George Lewis. Lead out. I've got to get myself together. I'm feeling to all of the chaos. Can't afford to let my back get no, I'm gonna sing that.
Yes, fire.
When the better sense comes shining down, and my sisters are all outside. The world isn't dying.
City Ganja Man.
First king is light.
In a different Ganja Man style.
Never thought I'd find a love like this.
Wheel and come again. We never think we would find a chalice like this. We need me chalice right now. Yes, a chalice time, people. That was it, though.
Never thought I'd find a love like this.
See how we get it? Just like a gift from the gods. Yes, fire.
6 figures records. First king is light. I never thought I'd find a love like this. Yeah, keep on lifting off the ground like this bit. No jail, no mine, no flight. I'll pray and pray. Keep on giving thanks and pray.
Yes.
I believe that making it right towards me.
Yes, that was it. Light it up, light it up.
The next grade makes it burn 5 or 6. On the split, but the real brain, keep your brain calling for more and more. Even problem kick you down, you get off the floor. Yeah, cause when the world comes around, God will knock you down. Put your right on track, if them knock you down. On its own, when the world comes around, they both want to pound. Preserve my pound, you can't type on ground. Yeah, you have a lot of sellers with a lot of problems. Yeah, buyers that drive from farm to farm, still no one them. Name us them. Oh, the real grave from the first buyer side. Won't it all? Babylon, I know you're about to fall. Yeah. You're the herbs that makes you wanna sleep. Yeah. People on Dexter makes you wanna every week. Can't speak, but the real grave keep flowing on and on. You
can't come. Cause when good world comes around, all I can knock you down. Good ride and track, even if them knock you down. Oh, so when good world comes around, everyone wants a pound. Preserve my pound, it can't turn round. Rastaman, the best breed. Yeah. Babylon don't like when we smoke it up. But when good words comes around, all I can knock you down, you're not on the ground. When good words comes around,
Yo, people.
once a pound, preserve my
Yo, people, check the vocals of the artist. If you have been listening from the start, you will hear that it was very gospel influenced. But yo, bro, I've said this to you many times, and your voice just gets better, your songs just get better and better and better. And it's like, when you make a song, it gravitates to the people. I've said this to you before. Bob Marley, One Love, everybody knows. I think Ras Murdoch's career, everybody knows that song. Nobody says it's going to be easy, because you can talk that song, you can sing that song. As soon as you say nobody says it's going to be easy, people are like, yo, what do you mean it's not going to be easy? It's a question as well